Bambi and her mother checks into a luxurious hotel, a place where they can momentarily escape their troubled past. Despite their efforts to lay low, they spark curiosity among the staff and guests, who are intrigued by their enigmatic presence. As they settle into their new surroundings, the mother's behavior is marked by a mix of caution and paranoia. She is wary of everyone around them, seeing potential threats in every interaction. This tension is palpable, especially when they encounter hotel staff who seem overly interested in their lives. The mother's rudeness towards others is a defense mechanism designed to keep people at bay and maintain their anonymity. Bambi, on the other hand, stands out with her vibrant, kid-chic outfits, which starkly contrast with her mother's somber black attire. This visual dichotomy highlights the unique and complex relationship between them. Despite living in luxury, they isolate themselves, refusing any hotel services to avoid interaction with others. This self-imposed isolation serves as a protective shield, but it also fuels Bambi's curiosity about their mysterious past. The mother's past begins to haunt her, and the duo's nomadic lifestyle is revealed to be a result of their desperate attempts to evade detection. The mother's actions are driven by a deep-seated fear, and her relationship with Bambi is both protective and suffocating. The tension builds as they navigate their precarious situation, always looking over their shoulders, anticipating the moment when their secrets might be exposed. Suspecting that their whereabouts have been exposed, they move to a new hotel accessible only by boat, which they refer to as Paradise Hotel. This hotel offers a sense of seclusion and safety, but their peace is short-lived. Bambi, now more curious about their situation, presses her mother for answers about who they are running from. However, the mother remains tight-lipped, fearing that revealing the truth could jeopardize their ability to escape. The mother's past is slowly revealed through flashbacks, showing her adolescent days and a romantic relationship with her father's car mechanic. This backstory hints at a complex family dynamic that may be connected to their current predicament. Meanwhile, a doctor at the hotel becomes a point of tension. The mother overhears that the doctor will be leaving town and becomes suspicious of him. Her fears are validated when she discovers his staff badge in their room, suggesting he may have entered without permission. This leads to a violent confrontation where the mother kills the doctor, using a bottle corkscrew in self-defense after he attempts to choke her. The story is partially narrated by a waiter named Blondie, who shares his observations with a police officer. This conversation reveals that the police are closing in on the mother-daughter duo, suspecting them of involvement in multiple murders. Later, the mother and Bambi leave the hotel, continuing their life on the run. Bambi is relieved to leave the traumatic events behind, but the mother's actions have now attracted more attention from the authorities. The mother-daughter duo continues their perilous journey, navigating through a labyrinth of past secrets and present dangers. The episode delves deeper into the mother's tumultuous backstory, revealing a complex web of family dynamics and tragic events. Through poignant flashbacks, it is shown that the mother orchestrated a car crash intended to kill her parents, who vehemently disapproved of her relationship with Bambi's father, a car mechanic. This pivotal moment in her past has left deep scars, influencing her current actions and decisions. As the duo moves from one luxurious hotel to another, they maintain a high-end lifestyle, always keeping a low profile, but never staying in one place for too long. The mother's paranoia reaches new heights, leading to violent confrontations with anyone she perceives as a threat. This erratic behavior not only endangers them, but also fuels Bambi's curiosity about their mysterious past. Bambi begins to question her mother's motives more intensely, seeking answers about their nomadic lifestyle and the reasons behind their constant flight. Meanwhile, the police are closing in on them, suspecting their involvement in a series of murders. The mother's ability to access seemingly endless funds remains unexplained, adding to the mystery surrounding their lifestyle. Despite their efforts to stay hidden, they are constantly on edge, never able to relax or feel truly safe. The episode introduces new characters who become entangled in their lives. A young man, seemingly innocent and friendly, catches Bambi's attention, offering her a glimpse of normalcy in their chaotic world. However, his intentions remain unclear, Bambi becomes increasingly frustrated by her mother's evasiveness and strict control over their lives. Her curiosity about their past deepens, and she begins to openly question why they are constantly running. This creates a strain in their relationship, with the mother growing more paranoid and defensive. The mother's paranoia is heightened when she notices a man at the hotel who seems to be following them. She becomes convinced that he is a threat, possibly sent by someone from her past. This suspicion leads her to take drastic measures, including changing rooms multiple times and monitoring the man's movements. Her actions further isolate Bambi, who begins to feel suffocated by her mother's overprotectiveness. Flashbacks reveal more about the mother's traumatic past. We learn that her own childhood was marked by neglect and abuse, which shaped her distrustful and controlling nature. These glimpses into her backstory provide context for her obsessive need to protect Bambi at all costs, even if it means resorting to violence. The mother and daughter duo face heightened danger as they narrowly escape from the police. Their desperation grows as they realize they must take drastic measures to stay together and evade capture. They are on the run, using their wits and resources to stay one step ahead of the authorities. Their financial situation becomes increasingly dire after they lose most of their cash during a chaotic escape. This forces them to rely on their cunning and whatever means necessary to survive. Meanwhile, the mother's father, who was previously thought to be out of the picture, begins to close in on them. He collaborates with a realtor to track down the mother, adding an element of urgency to their situation. This development raises questions about his motives and whether he intends to harm or help them. The mother is forced to resort to another violent act to ensure their survival. This act further complicates their situation and deepens the mystery surrounding their past. The mother's actions are driven by her desire to protect Bambi, but they also create more problems and raise ethical questions about their morality. The relationship between the mother and Bambi continues to evolve as Bambi grows more aware of their precarious situation. She begins to form her own opinions and question her mother's decisions, marking a shift in their dynamic. They take a leap of faith to remain together, symbolizing their unbreakable bond despite the dangers and uncertainties they face. Meanwhile, the police are closing in on them, and their options are dwindling. As they discuss the story of Bambi, a metaphorical reflection on their own situation, which highlights their emotional state and foreshadows the events that will unfold. As the police draw nearer, the mother devises a plan to secure more funds, which involves another daring and risky move. This decision is driven by her desperation to keep Bambi safe and maintain their lifestyle. However, their actions become increasingly reckless, attracting more attention from the authorities. Meanwhile, Bambi's grandfather, who has been searching for them, finally locates them. His intentions are revealed to be sinister, as he seeks to take Bambi away from her mother. This confrontation leads to a dramatic and tragic conclusion. In a pivotal moment, Bambi's mother attempts to kill her father in a fit of rage, but it is Bambi who ultimately takes action. She fatally stabs her grandfather, marking a turning point in her character development. This act shows her growing independence and willingness to protect herself and her mother. The episode concludes with the mother being shot and killed by the police, leaving Bambi alone and on the run. With the money they had stolen, Bambi escapes, setting the stage for a potential sequel or continuation of her story.